I'm Irina from Language Catalyst, and I'm very excited to be back with a new video. Since my last video, the seasons have changed, and now we're heading into autumn in Finland. And that's pretty much the most depressing time of year. I mean, it's really gray out. You don't really get to see sunlight for a while, even if it's light outside. And yeah, it's something that people talk and complain a lot about, so I wanted to tackle it in today's video. So how many of you were awake during your high school English classes? I wasn't maybe the best in English, but I do remember that pathetic fallacy when in a book or a theater piece or a poem, nature reflected man's mood and emotion from the story. So in a sense, I noticed this in Finland now when it's really gray outside and then everybody's sad. You can't deny that there's a connection. But instead of just, saying, well, there's nothing I can do to change the way it is outside, you can actually acknowledge that where you're focusing is pretty much going to affect how you're going to feel. So tip number 1 today is keep your eyes peeled for metaphorical rays of sunshine. So an example yesterday, I noticed myself feeling like, this weather sucks. And then I started being like, okay, well, what else is going on except the sky that can help me snap out of this? And I noticed really funny things like a dog pooping and making eye contact with me. And I noticed, people being nice to each other outside. And I noticed kids playing and laughing. And sure, the bad news is nothing outside might make you want to smile, but the good news is that even the smallest things can be a source of joy. So really, it doesn't need to be anything grand, but if there's something, the way that the leaves move when the wind blows a certain way, it can be really, really simple, and that can be all you need to just snap out of it. Okay, second tip number 2 is talk to people. It's that time of year when people are notoriously hard to hang out with and antisocial. And if you admit it to yourself, you probably also just want to go home and hang out under a blanket. But the thing is that after a while, that doesn't really feel very good anymore. So what you can do is you can call people up, you can send them a message, you can send them a postcard. So, just to keep people close in your mind, even if you don't actually see them, or of course go see them and hang out with them if you can. Tip number 3 is stay busy. So make plans to go places, have a routine, and keep to a schedule. One way that I really like to see people, even if they're feeling antisocial, is I do sports. I go to gymnastics, and I know that at least some of the people that I know will be there at the class on those specific days at that certain time. And that's one way that I know a lot of Finns also keep busy. They just do sports because, endorphins make you happy. And so that helps you endure this time of year. 2 more tips. So tip number 4 is, stay close to light and warmth. So we're not getting much light these days, but you can turn on more lights in your place. You can add little lights hanging. I like to put up Christmas lights and keep them throughout this whole period of the year. They just make me smile. Whatever you like, candles or anything like that. And then also socks. So the warmth part. I always have my knitted socks with me when I'm at home. They keep me warm and they also make me smile. So whatever. Sorry, now I'm putting on my sock. So whatever kind of, sources of light and warmth you have in your life, definitely be sure to keep those close this time of year. And then number 5, and another important one, well, they're all important, but, take your D vitamins. If you live in Finland, then you're probably aware that without sunlight, you're not getting much D vitamin, so just keep it close. And finally, I want to hear from you and how you guys endure this time of year. So please leave a comment on the blog, and let's all learn some new tricks from each other. Okay, have a great day and see you next time. Bye.